So there's gonna be one simple thing I'm gonna tell you. Just keep going. Top of the morning, ain't no money in the bed, baby. Wake that ass up. Understand this. Winners aren't the ones who never struggle. They're the ones who refuse to stop when it gets uncomfortable, when the progress is slow, when the results aren't loud yet. That's when a lot of people tend to quit. And that's exactly why you can't. Because every step you take while hurting is separating you from everybody else who gave up. So when it feels heavy, when it feels pointless, when it feels like nobody cares and nobody is watching you, let me remind you, that is not your sign to stop. That is simply your sign to keep going.
So when your plan fails, when those bolts and fucking laws get too heavy, when you get knocked the fuck down on the fucking canvas, when everything falls apart in your life and your plan is fucked up, what the fuck are you gonna do? There's only one motherfucking option. Stay fucking hard.
I know that this road that you're on right now is not fair. I know that this road gets lonely. I know how much you had to sacrifice in order to try to get what you want, but it all means nothing if you give up now. Understand this, you don't keep going because it feels good. You keep going because quitting would mean betraying the version of yourself that dreamed of something bigger. You keep going because that's how you prove to everybody, but most importantly yourself, that your dream was never a lie.
You're tired? Great, get to work. You're heartbroken? Great, get to work. Because if you can show up to work every single day despite of what you're going through, you're going to develop an unstoppable version of yourself. So when real hard times come, not just people's opinions, but real hard times, you will not only be ready for it, but you will dominate those hard times. You'll make it look easy.
There's people out there that are just working harder than everybody else, and they're gonna keep doing it, and that's their grind.
We are all being tested in life. While my test is different than yours, you will be tested. And how you face that test and how you overcome that test determines the rest of your life. The one mentality that you must have in life is that regardless of what's in front of you, you still must grind. I'll never be in the Olympics, I'll never be a professional athlete, but still I grind. I fail at most things I do, but still back to the fucking mental lab.
Tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Ignore and outperform them. While you're over there watching me and talking about me, I'm working. I'm taking things to the next level. You keep gossiping and I'll keep working. You keep talking smack and I'll keep working. You keep focusing on everything and everyone else and I'll keep working. And when you finally look around at where you are and where I'm at, you'll realize that you have nothing left to talk smack about. I will win.
You can fucking achieve the absolute impossible. You don't need great parents. You don't need like a private school. You don't need to have this humongous GPA and all this other shit. What you need is the one thing I talked about in my book, which is straight up brutal work ethic. You have to be willing to outwork everybody in the world.
It does not take talent. You don't have to be talented. You don't have to be gifted. That's what you gotta do. You just gotta grind though. Your grind. Your father might own a company. He might know people. He might be able to get you a job. You might come from privilege, but you will not outwork me.
It's 44 degrees and it's nice and rainy outside, but no one cares about that. Life is always giving you a test, trying to give you an excuse not to show up. This is my excuse today. You gotta have the mentality to show up every fucking day of your life, no matter what life throws at you. It's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life, prepared for fucking battle. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%. Take it upon yourself to do that. Stay hard.
You gotta do it alone. You gotta do it broke. You gotta do it scared. You gotta do it when you don't know what's going to happen. You gotta do it when you don't feel like it. You gotta do it even when you're nervous. You gotta do it even when you don't have the answers, because you'll figure it out as you go. You know, that's the secret to manhood. That's the secret to life. No matter who you are, you'll figure it out as you go through this life.
Work ethic. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Sleep with sin in my household.
It's time to get in that mode again, bro. That mode where you can't be stopped. I understand where your head's at, where you feel like you're a failure, but you still have time. You still have the opportunity to right this ship. Pick your feet up, dust yourself off, and get back in that mode where you know success is inevitable. I believe in you, dog. But you don't need me to believe in you. You need the reflection to believe in you.
Why do you do it? Why? Why get up? Why keep fighting?
You must be able to see it, Mr. Anderson. You must know it by now. You can't win. It's pointless to keep fighting. Why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Why do you persist?
Because I choose to. We did not come this far to just break down and lose now.
Everything's not always about winning and losing.
I'm a winner. I'm going to win.
But when you put that practice in, every day you lace them up, and I don't mean run. It's just a metaphor for life. You lace them motherfuckers up every day. Pretty soon you win. Pretty soon you'll win. If you have the courage and the heart and the dedication and the mindset about everybody can go themselves.
Hey man, look, this is what you gotta do, bro. Wake up and grind. Wake up and grind. Every day. That's the method. If you get up every single day and put your mind to something, how could you really believe that you won't win? It's not possible. I mean, 99% of people already don't want to grind. So you just start and you becoming the 1%.
Every fucking day I wake up and I don't want to do some fucking shit. I'm like, okay, man, do you want to be a bitch today? Do you want to feel like a little bitch? Do you want to walk around all day knowing that you could, but you didn't? So it's perform without purpose. You have to learn how to get up and do shit when you ain't got no fucking 5K, no 10K, nothing. Nothing exists. Your life fucking sucks. You're in the fucking dungeon. But guess what, motherfucker? I'm still going to get it.
Every day I feel like eating. Every day I feel like driving in a nice car. Every day I feel like flying first class. But I don't have days where I don't feel like it. Why? Because I'm counting on me. I don't have days to waste.
What's your life gonna look like if you don't do it? What's your life gonna look like if you don't fucking go out and build what the fuck you wanna build? That you have this little vision in your heart and in your mind of what your life should be like. And what are you gonna feel like if you don't go do that? What are you going to be saying? Because I can promise you, bro, that dream ain't going away. That dream was placed in your heart and in your mind by God. It is your purpose, and you are obligated to go build it. And for you to go build that, it's going to require executing when you don't fucking feel like it.
And I ran by a graveyard. And I look out there, I'm like, man, I wonder how many of you motherfuckers in there fucking just are so upset with how you lived your life. Fucking just regret how you lived it. And I'm running a 300-pound man thinking, man, don't fucking die like this, bro. Don't die like this. So people wonder where the shit comes from me. It comes from such deep thought of trying to see what this is all about. What is this life all about? What am I all about? Why am I here?
We all know when we're relaxed exactly the person we want to become. The question is, do we believe we can become it? There's two options. To continue forward, pushing upward. And if you do, that dream is given birth, and forever you will live in the reality of it. If you stop, quit, throw in the towel, I promise you there's no distance you can travel far enough to ever find that dream again. Right now, it's your choice.
Very important that you make a decision and you go down that path. You commit to that path with the mentality of having zero options.
Like at a certain point, like eliminate the outcome. Stop being driven by rewards. Stop being driven by outcome. Stop being driven by, if I get this, I'm gonna do this. Just work. And if you don't get what you thought you were gonna get, show up and still go to work. Because along the process, what's more important, what you acquire or who you become?
Well, you should be afraid of taking risks and pursuing something meaningful. But you should be more afraid of staying where you are if it's making you miserable. It's like you're paying a price by sitting there being miserable. And you might say, well, the devil I know is better than the one I don't. It's like, don't be so sure of that. The clock is ticking.
Yeah,
and if you're miserable in your job now and you change nothing, in 5 years, you'll be much more miserable and you'll be a lot older.
And one guy said, why haven't anybody beat you yet? You're not the biggest, you're not the fastest, you're not the strongest. Right? When people look at you, you're just not this imposing dude. And he looked at her. He said, I want what all other men want. He said, I guarantee you, when I line up and they line up, I want what all other men want. He said, but when the pressure hits, when the opposition hits, when the challenge hits, when the pain creeps in, when the uncertainty creeps in, when the cuts, when the scars, when the bruises come, I just wanted a little bit more than they wanted. And so that's how I conquer, and that's how nobody has ever beaten me yet.
Do you know that the harder thing to do and the right thing to do are usually the same thing. Nothing that has meaning is easy. Easy doesn't enter into grown-up life.
I just want one thing from you. As great as you are, as skilled as you are, never allow life to make you forget why you do what you do.
If you want something bad enough, you can't let anybody tell you you can't do something, not even yourself. To do anything successfully in life, you've got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. And if you want it that bad, if you're willing to give it that much, you get a big piece of what you want. And life and dreams do come true. Anything you want can happen and become a reality.
We are writing our own life story every day, and yet we don't think about it. Who do we want to be? So, what do you want is a very powerful question. If an athlete says, I want to be the best, Bill, how badly do you want it? You've got to pay a price to be the best. The best pay a big price. You've got to work harder, you've got to commit more, you've got to take more responsibility, you've got to deal with more ups and downs.
At the end of every day, you look yourself in the mirror and you ask yourself, did I get better today? If the answer is yes, and you do that for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, how much better are you going to be? Are you getting better every single day? That's the question. And it's just taking small steps. You don't try to get it all done in one day, in 1 week, in 1 year. It's the process of getting better every day and doing that for a period of years that then create the masterpiece.
You need discipline. Because motivation's not there every day. I'm missing motivation most days. Sometimes I got motivation. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, today I felt good. I can't wait to get to the gym. But a lot of days like, gotta get to the gym. And then once I get going, then I feel great. Yeah. And I feel great when it's over. But it's that beginning part that's hard because your body wants to stay comfortable.
If you go to the gym and you work out and you come back and you look in the mirror, you will see nothing. And if you go to the gym the next day and you come back and you look in the mirror, you will see nothing. So clearly there's no results, can't be measured, it must not be effective. So we quit. Or if you fundamentally believe that this is the right course of action and you stick with it, you can screw it up. You can eat chocolate cake one day, you can skip a day or two, but if you stick with it consistently, I'm not exactly sure what day, but I know you'll start getting into shape.
There's a great benefit to going through anything difficult. The great benefit is it gives you an opportunity to grow. Gives you an opportunity to express yourself under pressure, to show your character, to show who you truly are. It gives you an opportunity to see how you handle a very difficult situation.
I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Nelson Mandela said, there is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living.
I want to do something great with my life. I don't know that I can get to the mental level you have, but I think everybody here needs to know something. If you just think you're going to do something temporarily once, man, you're going to be unhappy when it's over.
Reminder that if you want to be exceptional, you're going to be different from everyone else. That's what makes you exceptional. You can't fit in and also be exceptional. Both have discomfort. When you fit in, you have internal conflict because you're not being 100% you. When you're exceptional, you have external conflict because everyone sees you as different. Pick one. When your friends start to say, you've changed, remember it's because they don't know how to say, you've grown.
The handle being the long part is what it takes and how much work you have to do. And that is very long. And once you get to where you start to see results, the results go up very, very quick. And that is the same way that your success is going to work. It's the same way your life is going to work. And you just have to understand this is the way it is, and you're going to have to bear through it, and eventually you'll acclimate to it, and all these things that feel like you're not in balance or you're not doing it right will go away, and it'll just feel normal.
So many people think all day long on what they're scared of. You know, before a wrestling match, you know, back in the day, I remember a lot of my opponents be like, oh man, what happens if I lose? What happens if I get caught? What happens if they take me down? What the f are we talking about? All that tension, all that energy going into the possibility of failure. Why can't the individual, the human, erase that mentality? And put all that tension is, when I win something, when I go after something, when I put the work in and achieve it, why don't we think that way?
So never give up. Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish.
You walk out of this room, you owe yourself. I didn't get here making excuses. And can't nobody stop me but me. still gonna be successful. Why? Because I owe it to myself. And you start pointing fingers at yourself. What did you not do?
Keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship.
I think the more, at least for me, the more I've tried to create space between how I feel and what I do, the more consistent my outcomes have been. So if I need to create content and I'm not feeling it, or I'm feeling tired, or things like that, the more times I give into that excuse or that feeling, then the more superstitious I become about doing it in the future.
A race began. And it's a race that started that first day when you were born to the last day of your life. And that race is to finally reach the ultimate version of you. You're chasing down the person you were born to be, that you were destined to be.
No one cares what you did yesterday. It only matters what you're doing today. I'm a cheerleader for those who want to be better, not for those who want to stay the same.
Just doing it makes you do more. Like, do more hard shit makes you do more hard shit.
Yeah.
Understanding that you want it bad, so you're willing to put into work and do things you don't want to do. It's what makes you have that confidence that you know how to push through, and the mentality that I'm the type of dude who gets it done.
I'm unbeatable. I'm totally and completely, unequivocally unbeatable.
The thing that makes me so pissed off in this world, man, the only thing that gets me mad nowadays is that so many people die with untapped potential because they think that someone else is fucking better than them. You don't need shit. You need the ability to fucking grind your ass into a fine fucking powder. And when you're in that fine powder, find a way to build that motherfucker back up repeatedly. And it's possible.
If you think the price of winning is too high, wait till you get the bill from regret. And that bill from regret is generational. And the only way that bill gets paid off is you gotta be willing to make the hardest decisions.
Almost every successful person that I have ever encountered has gone through not a month or a year, but many years of doing work. And they basically sacrifice a season of other things that they would prefer to do stuff that they would not prefer to do because of the one thing they want most.
You repeat that every single day. No one's catching you, man. Separation between you and second place is forever.
Marcus Aurelius says your only focus should be on getting better at what you're doing. Focus on what you're doing, get better at what you're doing. Everything else is a complete waste of time.
Basically, 2 kinds of people in life. They're winners and they're losers. And the definition is this. Losers take things that happen to them and that they feel inside that suck, and they wallow, and they use it for self or outward destruction. Winners take whatever they feel, it sucks, and they transmute it into things that are good for themselves and for the world.
If you had to create a human, what would you put them through to make them tough? It probably wouldn't be a really chill life.
Yeah.
What would you put them through to make them patient? Well, you probably wouldn't give them things immediately. And so it's like, we want these traits, but each of the traits has a price tag attached to it. And it's just like, do you want to pay the price tag to get the thing? But the wallet is their time, it's the seconds of life that they're trading for it. Then I think more people would be willing to make the trade.
If you want to be really great at something, you kind of have to be out of your fucking mind, but you also have to have an iron will.
Yeah.
You don't want to work out every day.
Yeah.
There's going to be days you just want to eat cake and sleep.
Yeah.
But if you want to get past the guy who eats cake and sleeps, you don't eat cake and you don't sleep.
Yeah.
That's will, dude. That's will.
It doesn't make sense to continue wanting something if you're not willing to do what it takes to get it. If you don't want to live the lifestyle, then release yourself from the desire. To crave the result, but not the process, is to guarantee disappointment. Success really just boils down to this. You gotta want it more than you hate what it takes to get it. If you're willing to suck at anything for 100 days in a row, you can beat most people at most things.
And so I've been suggesting to young men in particular, it's like, you want to get your life together? Take the path of maximal responsibility. Not because you should, even though you should. That's not why. It's because that's the pathway of maximal adventure. So you say, well, what's the meaning of life? It's like, it's the meaning that reveals itself when you take the pathway of maximal responsibility.
You need to get on it. You need to be in here every day. Get better, train, up your skills. And when you don't have a sense of urgency, things aren't going to happen. you need to make things happen, as we already discussed. They're not just going to happen for you. You are not going to become a good fighter unless you make it happen.
I don't take any days off.
No days.
No days.
7 days a week.
7 days a week.
It won't get harder. Like, this is the hardest part. And so if you can just make it through this, everything else is downhill. It's not that the things that the dragons are going to slay aren't going to get bigger. They are. But you become so much more equipped to slay them back. And you have so many more allies. You have people in the stands cheering for you. You have the audience. You have all of these other things that are behind you.
Make every second count.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt.
Today is the day that I will look back 10 years from now and say, that was the day that everything changed. And because you took that responsibility, and because you became that person that you know you're supposed to become, the world will become a better place.
Mentally tough up here. If you guys mentally believe you can do it, your body will find a way physically to make it happen. If you are short up here, it doesn't matter what you do with these guys, it will never materialize into anything. No dream will ever become reality. You guys have got to believe in yourself. Headstrong, mentally tough. That's the only way through the bullshit here in life.
And until all of us understand that nothing changes, society doesn't change, until we recognize that we are society and we must change. Until that happens, to you, to me, to your neighbors, to your brothers, to your sisters, to your parents, nothing will change. It is on us.
Winners, the difference between them and the spectators is that the winners have a belief that overrides the crowd's disbelief every single time. Their belief is so strong, even though they hit failure, they get knocked on the ass, they're finding the intestinal fortitude to stand back up again, face that same challenge, learning from the previous mistakes, and make it happen.
Everything happens for a reason. Continue to work hard. Nothing is gonna come easy. I worked hard. I worked extremely hard to get to this point.
So I had to work hard to prove to my teammates, hey, I'm ready to go. I gotta be there. I gotta show up. I gotta be ready. I gotta treat this game like it matters more than anything. Well, when my teammates feel that, guess who else has to raise the bar? My teammates, because I'm bringing the juice every day.
No one thought in my family that, or even through my friends or through my mum and dad's friends, whoever was around us, no one thought that we'd ever be anything. No one thought that like our art could sell and we could make money that way and we could build careers that way. Everyone always expected us, especially my granddad, just expected us to go into the family business.
The confidence comes from the thing that you built. You must build belief. You must build confidence. It can't be like, hey, I'm gonna go knock that shit out. You gotta look over here and say, I can knock that shit out. It's belief, and it's built on what you put in to yourself.
No one comes and gives you a nice life for how balanced you are. That's not what the fucking game is. The game is, are you effective? Are you skilled? Do you produce results? That's the game. So we could talk about balance and it sounds nice, but the reality is to actually win in real life, balance has to be a second or third thought on the plate behind being effective in producing results and building ourselves into the best possible us.
We're built to walk uphill. When you reach the pinnacle of the hill, you want to stop and appreciate the vision, but the next thing you want is a higher hill in the distance, because it's from the uphill climb that we derive our value, and I mean this technically.
If you had a friend and every single time that you and your friend decided that you were going to go out for dinner, that friend either showed up 2 hours late or didn't show up at all, you would stop trusting that person. That is the relationship that you have with yourself. You need to be able to trust your own word. And a lot of us don't, because life is very convenient and it is easy for people to not stick to the promises that they set themselves, because our ability to be idealistic is always going to outstrip reality's ability to deliver that to us.
Fight against weakness and against fear. Then fight against time and decay. Fight back. Go down swinging. Give every day everything you've got. And when you face a challenge, even something where you don't believe you can win, but if you can't win, remember this: you have nothing to lose.
pride is something that everybody misses. That having pride in your name, your performance, the way that you show up for other people is something that you can do. But you need to do something that is worthy of being prideful about, right? What would have had to have happened in a week for you to look back on that week with pride?
So stand up and go forward and go out in a blaze of glory, fighting with everything you've got, every ounce of energy, every bead of sweat.
Stop breaking promises to yourself. When you say, I'm going to wake up tomorrow at 7 a.m., and when the option comes to hit the snooze button, don't do it. There's one win that you've got for the day. That's action.
Any way you can be great at doing what you love to do, you got to commit to it. You can't want something but not put in the work, you know, and it doesn't matter what you're doing in life, no matter what it is. It could be a professional athlete, or it could be an artist, it could be a doctor, it could be anything in the world, but you got to put the work in. And I think if you put the work in, the results will happen organically. And most important, you got to find happiness too.
We can either be hard on ourselves, we can either train ourselves, we can either put ourselves through hell, or we can let the world do it. It's your choice. I am telling you right now that if you make the commitment to becoming the absolute best version of yourself mentally and physically, your ability to handle stress will go through the fucking roof, which will allow you to be effective because you will be able to execute at a high level when everybody else freaks the fuck out.
There's a moment when every boy realizes no one's coming to save him, and that's when he becomes a man. And some boys never get there and stay children forever. This stuff matters because no one's effing coming to save you. No one's going to make you better at your business. No one is going to get you to be a better persuader of people or framer of people other than you.
A lot of people can give up. It's easy to give up. You know,
Hell
it's
yeah.
easy. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. I'm done. I ain't going. I ain't gonna keep going. I don't feel like going. What's hard is going, yo, yesterday I got nothing from working as hard as I could. I'm gonna do the same thing again today, but I'm gonna try to go harder. That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day and give 100% and be in the same position that you were each day, but mentally know that you're trying and trying and trying.
What I've learned is to always keep going. Always. You know, there's been times, particularly early in my career, where it just feels like this is the end. But what I've come to find out is that, you know, no matter what happens, the storm eventually ends. And when the storm does end, you want to make sure that you're ready. And so I've really learned to put one foot in front of the other, good, bad, or indifferent, because eventually that storm passes.
The purpose is always there. The purpose never leaves us, because the very purpose is you. There's a lot of people who want to go back, watch the game, get a drink, bag it. They want to bag the rest of the day. But the question is, are you done yet? Are you truly finished with what you came to do? And so my phrase that I've said to myself for a lot of years, and I say it in the darkest of times, don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done.
When you have a plan and you have a process, when opposition, adversity, challenges, uncertainty pops up, the problem doesn't look as big. The adversity doesn't look as big. The challenges don't look as big when you got a plan and a process in place. Now, when you don't got a plan and a process in place, adversity and opposition shows up, uncertainty shows up, problems look real big.
I was never great at anything, like as a kid. I wasn't the fastest, I wasn't the strongest, I wasn't the smartest. I did know that I could work hard. I had to work hard.
You do everything in life that you do not want to do. You are unhappy 90% of your life. But that means that other people are eating because of you. They're living because of you. They're achieving because of you. So are you really in that bad a shape? So make a decision tonight. Do you want to be a leader? Or do you want to be that person who just bags it and does their own shit?
You get up every day, you're entitled to nothing. Nobody owes you nothing. You could have talent, but if you don't have discipline and you don't execute, you don't focus, what do you get? Nothing.
So you have to learn how to manage that 1 second decision. And what that is this. If you do 130 hours, every second you have to win. If you lose 1 fucking second of that 130 hours, you will not be a Navy SEAL. In life, it's the same way.